Hello. Good evening, my friends. How are y'all? Something weird is going on with my camera. I don't know what it is. I can't figure it out. So listen, I'll have to figure it out and get all the settings together later. Happy Mother's Day, everyone. Happy Mother's Day. Happy Mother's Day. Happy Mother's Day. Hey, Anita, you talking about the notarized platform? That's why we got Death Row Notaries in the house. Hey, Thomasina, Miss Tony, Lady Shelley, Kelly, Anita, Sandra Wright, Chelsea Williams, and Miss Anita Berry. Shanae, how y'all doing today? How was your Mother's Day? Mine was cool. My daughter ditched me today, but she gave me some money, so I think I'm good with that. Let me see. There's an alarm going off at my place. I'm sorry, guys. Okay, so Sean, what's going on? Look at you with all the light in the background. Look at you with the good camera.
I'm on my phone. Don't get excited.
Oh.
You take the laptop. That's all it is.
Nah, I ain't seen you in a minute. How you doing?
I can't complain. I'm in a great mood. Like I said, it's Mother's Day weekend. My daughter graduated from college, so life is good right now. I'm proud of her.
Absolutely. Where did she go to college?
Shaw University, North Carolina. HBCU. I think one of the originals.
What's the name of it? North
Shaw
Carolina Southern?
University. Shaw University.
Shaw. Okay. Cool beans. Cool beans. Well, awesome. I've had an interesting week, guys. I took my bee pollen. I do think it worked. I have allergies. Sean, have you ever taken the bee pollen?
No,
Do you have allergies?
thank God I don't have allergies. My dad has food allergies. My mom has environmental, so it cancels me both out either way. So I'm good.
So are y'all seeing like a square on the screen on your end too?
Yeah.
I don't know what's going on with this camera, bro. No clue. And then the little green thing, I have no clue. We'll deal with it later. But I wanted to come on. I hate that. I hate when I have technical issues. Can y'all hear me clearly?
Yeah.
Cool beans. How's your mother doing? Sean?
Are you talking to me? Yeah. My mom's doing great. She actually she living her best life. She went out to the casino.
Oh.
Mother's Day weekend. She had a girls day or night, and they all went to the casino for Mother's Day.
Awesome.
Yeah.
I should have messed with this camera earlier. I was on YouTube trying to fix the settings, and the more I fix stuff, the worse it gets. So I'm gonna have to take it to I'm gonna have to take it to a camera shop because I don't know what I'm doing, man. And then everybody on YouTube has a different setting. Oh, thank you, Shy 3000. It's okay. Oh, y'all just love me. That's it. So yeah, Miss Brenda was on with us for our second training going through the docs this weekend. And man, I mean, they are all good. Every time we get on, we drop in knowledge. And I'm telling you, even I learn because this business is ever evolving. Things are changing. That loan application has changed. It's in the notary, our notary mentorship group training Facebook group, but it's just always something changing. So it's good to have her on and just giving everybody tips. I'm going to go back and look at it. If you haven't caught it, I have posted the link inside of the notary of our private group for those who are part of our mentorship group. If you are not a part of the mentorship group, but you would like to be, let me put in the link. It's a bit.ly link. And there it is. But it was good. I mean, we didn't spend 3 hours this time. People, boy, she was so thorough. We didn't even have a whole bunch of questions. We got in there. We were out within about an hour and a half, but it was jam-packed full of great information. So she's always wonderful with herself, and she's funny too. Who knew that she was allergic to peppermint? How does she brush her teeth? Like she got I came back with one piece of gum in my mouth and she got an instant headache. She's allergic to peppermint.
Wow.
That's crazy. So Sean, tell us about your notary world and how it's going with the RON.
Things are blowing up. We're getting bigger. We're coming out with merchandise. Death Row Notary. We got the Rolly. We got the watch. Death Row Notary chain. No, let me stop that. I'm messing with you.
I was like, what? Oh, what?
No. Yeah. At this point, yeah, things are going steady. A lot of referrals. The biggest thing is, I guess, making people believers now that what I do is real, especially notarize. Matter of fact, I meant to give me a few minutes. I got the receipts. If you want to send some screenshots or post them, or the earnings that I make with Notarize. Partner up with some other people as well, just trying to expand things and help people out, with training. That's about it, really. It's, learning new things, trying to get people to understand the difference between, being a RON and the mobile and marketing, a lot of SnapDoc hacks. That's probably the main thing, They got the situation with BYOT, which is bring your own transaction, and that's basically
Where is that?
That's at Notary.
You're in Baltimore, right?
No, I'm in Virginia.
Virginia.
Yeah.
Okay, somebody asked, where are you located? Rosalind, Miss Rosalind Landry. So with Notarize, they have bring your own documents?
It's so they have two things, BYOB and BYOT. One's for transaction, one's for business. Business meaning like B2B, like, if you're a title company, whatever, and you got your own situation, you can bring in your clients and then have, I guess, preferred notaries do their work. It's inside within their, the company. BYOT is more so what we can do as independent contracting notaries. We're using their platform to bring in our own clients and do the same thing that we do. We're working for them, running through the queue.
Gotcha. Okay. And is that available all throughout the United States or just in certain states?
Certain states right now. I think it's Tennessee and Seattle. Supposed to have another guest on here. I haven't heard they confirmed.
Oh, she's here. She just popped up. Hello.
There we go.
Well, not you calling me out, Sean.
Yeah.
I was confused. This is my first time. How you doing? TJ, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you as well. I've heard a lot about you.
Same. Sean's been trying to get me on this for a while, so I'm glad to be here.
Awesome. So tell everybody what you do, your name and all that.
For sure. So my name is Corinne Snow. I run the Side Hustle Seattle channel. I do remote online notary work as well. If you do know me, you probably know me through my video where I talked about all the different remote online notary companies that I looked into, how they work, prices, etc. But mainly I go through a bunch of different side hustles. I kind of started my channel just trying to figure out which side hustles are out there, which ones actually work, because there's a lot of people promising a lot of results on YouTube and online. And I kind of wanted to see what's real and what's not. And so I looked into notary work and it happens to be real. So that's kind of how I'm here.
Have you ever tried mystery shopping?
No, what is that?
Girl, I gotta put you on, girl.
Mystery shopping.
Yes, girl, I gotta put you on, girl.
Please
I gotta put
do.
you on. So, what is your channel? Because I'm about to go to it.
Side Hustle Seattle.
Hold on, y'all. We're going on a trip on our favorite rocket ship. See, listen, this is how my video is messed up. So, side, one word or two?
They're all separate. Side Hustle Seattle. So 2 words.
All right, y'all go follow Miss Side Hustle Seattle.
Thank you.
Oh, look at her and old Sean Cofield.
Uh-huh.
Side Hustle Seattle. I love it. Okay. I like your avatar and all of that.
Thank you. My husband likes that.
Oh, boy, it's a family affair. I love it. Okay. Okay, cool beans. How long have you been a notary signing agent?
I got officially commissioned, I think in like December, but then I didn't get my like remote online notary permissions till like mid-January.
Mm-hmm.
So this past January.
Okay. I don't know if they could see the screen with me. I was trying to show it. It didn't look like y'all were seeing it.
There you go.
Okay. Cool beans. So you said this past January?
This past January, yeah.
All right, folks. So we're taking a trip to Side Hustle Seattle. Isn't that cool? With the background and all of that.
Thank you.
Yeah, her editing skills was off the chain. That's the one thing that attracted me to her channel when I first started watching it. And I thought she had, been around like for a minute, like, put in some years the way she had been talking and reviewing the sites and stuff. So I was like, oh, okay.
Awesome.
I've always wanted to bring her on, and have her, just she has presentation skills, way beyond me. It's, this ain't my real thing.
Yeah.
So this is a good opportunity.
Thank you. Research is my thing. Like I can research the heck out of something. So I like kind of looking into stuff and then just relaying the information.
Awesome.
She's being modest, TJ. She's good at developing relationships too. I'm a research king, but now I've seen people, react and jump out to her the same way they do you, TJ. So this is really y'all lane.
Awesome. So I see this one. I looked into every remote online.
Yeah, that's the one.
Okay, I'm gonna share this one with everybody. Hold on, y'all. Let me get the link. People. Control C.
Oh, and another thing I want to point out, because TJ, with your channel, you do help a lot about my earnings.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Notarized Karen, you're a witness, right? You see me rocking and rolling, right?
Oh, 100%.
Speak on that for them. Just let them know.
Yeah, I mean, I think the biggest thing about like remote online notary work is people are always asking like, can you make money? Can you make money? And I think the thing about it is like, unlike mobile notaries where there's a bunch of people on YouTube saying like, oh, I make 10,000 a month, etc. You don't really see that with remote online notary work. And honestly, Sean's probably like the first person I saw that's making like real money. And so he's been sending me like screenshots and all that just to show me what that looks like. But, he's bringing in over 1,000 a week. He'll like show me his earnings from Monday to Thursday. And all of a sudden it's up like to 800. So he's definitely bringing in some real money. And I feel like people needed to see that, which is why we did the interview.
Perfect. So Sean, how many hours do you work a day?
Okay, there you go. See, you messing up. You give me hard questions now. I got to calculate in my head.
I mean, just general. Do you work 8 hours a day?
No, I'm messing with you. So it's pretty random. Like even this week, Karen, no, I was out sick for a minute. So I came in randomly. I might work 2 hours here, 4 hours there. Some days I might work 8. So it's really not. I'm not like, again, it's always hard for me to answer that question. But if you split it, let's say I work 4, but it's not even like a committed 4. I'm answering phone calls. I'm doing errands, whatever. Watching YouTube. How we do, updating each other, texting, whatever. So it's a really hard question, but I can say that if somebody were to be even more focused than I am, they probably surpass me, because I'm not the type to just sit, at the computer and just go, go. I'm really kind of, I'm not going to call it casual working, but I'm like intermediary. I'm just right in the
That's
middle.
good though.
Yeah.
I mean, and I think that could be most people who are just not ridiculous and retarded and, ADD like me. But because most people just, I mean, shoot, $1,000 a week ain't bad money to
No.
say you just working casually and you paying your bills and can do what you want to do on your own time in your own house, And I'm trying to figure out how you live in Virginia, and we seem to get sick. Every time I'm sick, you get sick.
I don't know. Spiritually connected, I guess.
Man, that is crazy, because I've been sick as ooh, Jesus. Just trying to shake whatever in the heck it is. It's just like, man, and I've taken another COVID test. I had some type of stomach virus. It's like, what in the heck? So, cool beans. Okay. So Sean and I, just to give y'all a little bit of information, we have some stuff coming for y'all down the pipeline pretty soon here. I'm going to announce it because Sean has been doing apostille, going through the apostille process, and he has some tweaks. I've heard a lot of people who are on Notarize saying, man, it's so hard to get jobs. Like, how do you get jobs on Notarize? Sean, is it hard? You got the trick? You got the sauce?
I definitely have the tricks for that. Some tweaking. It's you have to focus. Like, I know people complain about the queue situation, right? And Karen, she's witnessed me on the conference calls with Notarize, going in on them and going ham, just trying to like get some answers on what's going on. But at the same time, that's part of my training where I show you how to kind of get around that stuff, and maximize and utilize what you have, So that's part of what I offer in my mentor package. When I train them one-on-one, especially with marketing. But yeah, it's specifically, and that was, like I said, that was one of the main reasons we recently did the video, even though Seattle's not qualified from a notarized queue perspective.
Yeah.
She still has followers that are like myself. I'm in Virginia, but I was following her show.
Yeah.
So we conducted I'm not, call it like a live experiment. I was sending her literally screenshots of, I started from this dollar amount, incrementally all the way up. We got right up to close to 1,000. The only thing that stopped me was cutoff time and actually Notarize owing me some money. Like, sometimes they'll have I might do a job that's worth 25, but I'm only getting 5 credit for it. So I gotta send them an email and say, hey, this job didn't give me full credit, please correct it. And they're real good about that. But I'm just saying that's what happened. So I could even send her a screenshot, but we were damn near close to 1,000. But she saw it from when it was low dollar amounts and build up. And the dates and everything are on the screenshot. So that's the main thing. I don't believe in taking people's money and like, oh yeah, I hope like I can show you some things.
So Miss Letitia is asking, do you bring your own clients? If you don't bring your own clients, you can't work on the platform. No, that's not true. They are notarized, depending upon what state you are in, because it's not available in every state. It's only available in where? Virginia, Texas, where else?
Okay, so
Florida.
if you're in the queue part, it's going to be Nevada, Virginia, Texas, and Florida. If you're doing the BYOT, I'll let Karen talk on that and research.
Yeah, so for bring your own transaction, it's going to be Washington and Tennessee. It hasn't launched yet, though. It's supposed to launch, I know, in Washington. It's launching May 18th, so soon. But yeah, then you'll be able to actually just bring your own transactions, but you actually can't do the queue side of it.
So you can't do both.
You can't, I think, well, it seems like they're doing like beta testing with people who are currently able to bring or are currently queuing, but I think with the BYOT, I don't think they're planning on adding anybody else to the queuing, to be honest. I think they're going to keep it those 4 states. I don't think they want to saturate it that much, but they want their platform available. So they're just going to stick to like allowing people to bring their own people on.
Gotcha. Miss Anita says, Sean, will you speak on how many transactions you must get to be on the gold level?
Okay, so I think it's 150 50 plus. Now, when I say that, meaning you've already gotten your first 50. So you're right around 200, 250 before you can even start reaching out to notarize, saying, hey, put me on as the real estate transaction.
Wait,
Because
you have to ask them, or it's automatic?
no, you got to push for it. You can't just, it's not automatic. The 50 is from retail to business, that's automatic.
Yeah.
From that point on. But see, I had a conversation with him because I recently found out when I did a recommendation, I was like, some people don't want to do loan signings and be a sign. They just want to do general notary and hit that $5 mark and keep pushing. But I recently discovered that you have to have your NSA certification to get on a notarize, which was surprising to me. So I posed the argument with him. I said, hey, let's say I sign up with Notarize, I get my commission, I get my electronic commission, and I get my certification. So what you're telling me is as soon as I sign up with Notarize, I'm going straight to the real estate queue, right? And they were like, no. I'm like, exactly my point. How is it that I have to be a loan signing agent if I'm just trying to get general notary work? And number one, I don't even start in that area, but that's all I want to do. Their argument was CYA and liability. He said, because you could randomly get a loan signing package in the general notary queue, right? And I was like, okay, I get that. And that's real because it happened to me. The thing is, you got to look at it two ways. One, you're going to take the L as far as experience because you're looking at, a loan documents are, that's the minimum 70 pages and above. And, with Notarize, you get $5 for the first hit and then $1 after each additional stamp that you do. So you're not making a lot of money on loan signing. So, but you got to look at it. If you're trying to be in that lane, one, you're going to get the experience of how to do a RON loan signing. The second thing is, which is cool, is that I didn't know at the time, was if you record the name and the transaction ID and turn that into Notarize, they will give you the $25 full credit, even though you're in the basic retail or business queue. So, but what they're saying is you could, the whole point is you could possibly get one. We can't control that. So to eliminate any liability, you got to be a certified loan signing agent, even coming in the front door, step
Gotcha.
one.
Right. So, how am I losing my voice? So if you get one through the queue, you can contact them and let them know that you did a mortgage loan signing, and they'll give you the $25 level. Is that what you're saying?
Correct.
They'll pay you at that level.
Right.
Okay.
Another thing I want to bring up, being a RON and this connection and global, I'll let Karen start. We just recently connected on one in particular from Russia, but I'll let her start and I'll pick up where she left off. Is how it all went about.
Yeah, I think that's probably the best, one of the best selling points for RON, right? Is that when you're a mobile notary, obviously you can only notarize documents for people in your state, essentially, or you're going to people who live kind of around you. But obviously with remote online notary work, you can notarize documents for anybody in any state, but also internationally, which a lot of people don't know. So if somebody lives internationally, but as long as they have a social security number, then you can notarize their documents. And so I think it was maybe, what was that, last week? I got hit up by one of my subscribers being like, hey, I have somebody in the country of Georgia who needs a document notarized, but I don't have a platform that can work for him. Can you do it? I'm still new. I'm not even going to pretend like I would do it successfully. So I was like, absolutely not. But I hit up Sean. I was like, Sean, do you want this? It's in the country of Georgia. This is how much it's paying, yada, yada. And so he eventually took it. He was confused because obviously country of Georgia, state of Georgia. He's like, oh, so Georgia, like the state or next to Russia? And I was like, Russia. And he's like, all right, I guess. So he took it.
Yeah. And then from there, like I said, I was joking. I was like, you mean Atlanta or Russia?
Yeah, right. Hey, listen, me too. I'm slow.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh, okay. And the guy happened to be in DC. So you see how this hops around, right? We went from Washington, DC to Washington State to Virginia. And then now we're going to Russia. So I get the client from Russia, had a conversation with him, prepped the docs, and then we set the appointment. I had to do some again the preparation. Now let me explain. This falls under what I call the independent.
Yeah.
As a matter of fact, before I do that, Karen, you had the great categorization of all, the RON categories. I think you had like 4 of them. You had contract, independent, something. Run that by real quick, and then I'll finish my story.
So now you're over here putting me on the spot. I'm like, I haven't said those words in a while. So essentially, you have like employer platforms, which are like notarized, right? You're contracted through them. They're the ones who give you the business. So that's like your notarized, your notary cams. Then you have independent platforms. Those are ones where you can only bring your own client on. So think of it like your Live Notary, your One Notary now, where you just get the software. And then, of course, you can just bring your clients on. And then you have hybrid ones. So there are some platforms, I guess Notarize Now, where you can both get their clients and bring your own. And then I have one that I call like a partner-only platform. So think of like a Bavasso or a Nexus ClearSign. So those ones are actually a little bit weird because you can't bring your own clients and they don't give you clients. But what happens is you get clients assigned through there. So like SnapDocs is partnered with Nexus ClearSign. So if somebody goes to them, they're like, hey, we want to do a RON signing. They'll assign it to Nexus ClearSign. And then you can jump on there and do the signing. But you can really only use that service when somebody has directly assigned you on through it. You can't use it any other time. So those are like the 4 different types of services.
Gotcha.
And then how I end up using one of the platforms, but I had to, we talked about this previously, is the preparation of the document. Like, as a mobile notary, you get the information from the signing service or the title company. You get those packets, you get to look at them, study them, and then set the appointment. That's the big difference between Notarize as a loan signing agent. You don't get that opportunity. It becomes repetitious, but in the beginning, you're just getting a full packet on the fly. You gotta go through and figure out, what's the name, the title, the definition of the package real quick when you explain to a customer what they're signing, So, and then in this case with the Russian situation, it was like a power of attorney, it was a deed, and then I'm gonna call it like a semi-closing package of some of the property. So what I learned is when you do the best way is prepare it, and I use like Adobe, prepare the stuff, and then I put it on whatever RON platform I'm going to use, and set the appointment. So that way it's a smooth, quick process for the client. I'm not on there fumbling and trying to figure out what goes here, where you sign, adding all the, the stamps, and the stamps signature you do live, but I'm saying like, the fill in the blank, stuff like that. Anything missing that pertinent for the client that I can get ahead of time, I'm knocking that out before I send it up there,
Okay.
Like I said, it was a nice experience for them. They were happy, and I got a referral out of it. She told me, yeah, my sister's been looking for a notary as well, and I'm assuming she's either out the country or maybe she just doesn't feel like dealing with it within the country. But this lady was a school teacher.
All right. Well, that's cool.
Yeah, that was the first one. The second one, I got one recently. Now I'm working with, same thing. I got a random call for one of my subscribers, and they're like, "Hey, I'm new. I don't know what to do yet. I got a client in Mexico who's trying to get some documents notarized. Can you help me?" Sure, send them on. So I'm in the process right now, scheduling that one. But again, this is Mexico and Russia, and I'm in Virginia, Chile. That's why I mess with the
Yes. I love it. I love it. And so when you get those types of documents through Notarize, are those at the $25 level, or how does that work?
Yeah, this is all independent. This wasn't through Notarize.
So when you do independent jobs, what platform do you use?
Right now I'm using for that particular one Notary.
Okay. So you switch between so you are not just, you don't have to just be married to Notarize or one Notary. You should
have multiple for sure. Yeah, 'cause I've had like experiences where one will like glitch or freeze up, and if you don't have another platform, you're just stuck.
Wow. Okay.
And even working for notarized customer base, let me be clear, you don't have to be married to one particular, like you don't have to just work for notarized once you become a RON. You can work for whoever, as many as you can.
That is cool. I haven't dug into it as much as I would like to. It's I'm about to start getting deeper into a whole bunch of other stuff, but that is too cool.
Yeah.
Especially, I know your ADD, but it's not sitting there no 8 hours a day looking at that, So I know if Sean could do it. Nah.
Do it.
Yeah. And the other thing I'll point out is you guys have unique situations. Like, again, Karen she's in Seattle. She can't get on Notarized from a customer queue perspective, but there's probably a local RON platform that she has access to. Same thing with you, TJ. You're in Texas. I know for a fact there's one San Antonio something, and she's a veteran OG in the mobile loan signing space, and now I think she's retired, but she has her own signing service and she has a RON platform. But you have to be a RON in Texas to work there. You'll find situations like that too.
Yeah.
But in Texas, we can work on notarized though, correct?
Exactly.
Yeah. You have the unique opportunity to be both. But I'm saying,
gotcha.
Yeah, you're
saying for people where notarized is not an option, there's another platform in their city that probably does the exact same thing that they can go to, and the information will still be helpful for them.
Right.
Yeah. I actually started RON because I don't have a car. So I was like, well, if I want to do notary work, then RON's the only way, really. I will still do some mobile notary work if it's right around me, but otherwise, like that's the only way I can make it work.
That's cool. And the startup cost is a whole lot less. I mean, shoot, Sean sold me on it when we first started talking about it because he was going strictly that way. There was no desire for him to go into people's houses and do the regular mobile notary work. So Mike is here, and he's asking, has anybody noticed, that the remote online work is slowing down? Not the remote, but just notary work is slowing down for notary signing agents. And Mike, I don't know what's going on this month. I have noticed it. Even my cousin was saying it online at our training. But one thing about her is she's a preferred notary, so it never slows down for her. Like when ain't nobody else eating, she's gonna eat. Why? Because she's a preferred notary through all of the platforms, because her accuracy is on point. So if you've made mistakes, they're gonna pick her because they know it's coming back right. I ain't gonna have no problems. I'm not gonna, have to send it back or anything. They're gonna choose her, and they're always gonna pay her more. So you can't always look at her because she has a whole different relationship. But that's why I preach to y'all, the accuracy, and that's why we have the group training, and I let her do it because she's the one that looks at my work. So yep. Sean, do you know the information for the lady that's in San Antonio?
Hold on, let me browse real quick.
And thank you, Miranda. I hope you had an amazing Mother's Day too. I appreciate that. Yeah, but Mike, I did see that going on. I did.
Wait, so question for you two, because you're both experienced and have done a ton of loan signings. Do you follow like the housing market trends at all to like try to get a sense of how busy you're going to be?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. And interesting enough, 2020 was super dang on busy. Like through all of the pandemic stuff, it was crazy. Yeah. Normally, our business starts slowing down around June. May is not quite when it starts slowing down, but I'm looking at all of the eviction stuff that's going on. They have not lifted the moratorium on foreclosures yet.
Yeah.
So that means that we're going to have foreclosures coming onto the market. That doesn't mean that notaries are slowing down. That means that, you know, somebody is going to buy them.
Yeah.
So we still eat either way. I have not seen many slowdowns in the housing market so far. Interest rates are still low. The supply is based on, you know, as far as the supply and demand, supply is super duper low.
I sent it to TJ.
Where'd you send it? In the private chat?
No, email.
Okay.
So let me talk about further expand what you guys mean as far as the work. Again, this is why I chose RON over mobile, because I'm confined to my state, right? When you're a RON, you're global. So yes, it might start getting slow in America, but you got stuff going on in all these other countries and opportunities. The other thing is, I'll give you the logic of, I don't see this slowing down even in America right now, because we're in what I call the Great Migration, i.e. due to COVID, right? You got all these people who've been working in DC, New York, LA, these high dollar economies with these high dollar big city salaries, who have been forced to work from home for the past year, which means the light bulb has finally gone off, and they're like, yo, I'm taking my big city salary and I'm going to some small podunk town and live. So they're moving out of New York City. They're moving out of DC.
Definitely.
And they're going to whatever small town they can find and maximize, you know, their dollar at this point. That migration hasn't even scratched the surface. We're just now really, you know, hitting, I'm gonna say phase one of that, you know, because right now what's happening is some of the big corporations they're trying to, you know, everybody wants to open back up full business. So now they're like, oh yeah, let's go back to normal. And you're starting to see a divide, and the employees are like, nah, I'm good. If you're not helping me remote, I'm gonna leave. So either you keep me as an employee, well, I'm gonna find another job, because they're posting so many that are remote. You know, I've been out the corporate America game for a minute, and I still get hit up now about, oh yeah, you know, we got a job for you, you know, X, Y, and Z. Some is contract, some are permanent, and they're like, it's 100% remote, or it's remote until COVID stops, you know, goes back to normal or whatever. But
yeah,
remote is here to stay. I sent that video to Karen about that. At a guy was speaking on NNA, and he literally said that. He's like, you know, it's not going anywhere. And this is pre-COVID, but all it did was speed things up. But yeah, it's going to be. And again, mobile's not going away. I'm just saying this is going to ramp up. This is working from home is a thing, and it's a permanent thing.
Yeah.
Because of COVID. And from a real estate perspective, we are still signing contracts. People selling one home, moving to another. They're getting their second home as well. You know, their vacation home or what have you. And they're like, this is where I'm going to work remote. I know people who have left the country, and they still got their job. And they're like, it's not even about moving to another state. I'm out the country, moving to, you know, somewhere third world where the cost of living is way down, and they're good. They'll come back when they get, you know, when they have to.
I know. Heck, I'm about to move to Texas at this point, because I'm trying to buy a house, and Seattle housing prices are not where it's at.
Right.
Well, come on.
You guys, the prices out there, that I can do.
Yeah, you got Joe Rogan move out there, Elon Musk, 50 Cent just moved out to Texas.
First of all, 50 Cent's not what's going to bring me to Texas.
First, second, and third, honey.
What I'm saying is, if you got somebody in that tax bracket living in New York City making all that money, and he's moving, that should tell you something. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, 100%. Also, Mike in the chat, thank you for watching my videos. I appreciate that.
And Patina said that foreclosures won't happen until December 2021 per Freddie Mac. I mean, that's per Freddie Mac right now, and Freddie Mac controls the loans that they service and that on that secondary market, but they only account for 50% of loans. These other companies can do whatever they want to. Most of the time they follow the Freddie Mac, Fannie Mae, you know, they follow their lead, but this is a long time for the moratorium to go on and to continue. So it's interesting times still. I mean, and you saw, the moratorium on evictions overturned. How's that going to play out?
Mm-hmm.
It was saying that the CDC did not have the power to do that. So, we're looking at it, but I don't think it's going to slow down. I think, even Mike, even though you have not built those relationships, continue trying to build those relationships. And like I tell people all the time, this is not one of those businesses where you can sit back and wait for SnapDocs to contact you or for another company to contact you. When it feels slow, you start reaching out to people and saying, hey, I'm available. Y'all have anything in my area? All day, every day. Stalk them 3-4 times a day, like a lion with a trap, just you have to go get it. And Miranda mentioned something. I was talking about the builders, because we talked about that in my Get Money Challenge, where you go after builders. When you see these, when they start setting up the trailer and breaking ground, and they have a site and that trailer is there, go into that trailer and start talking to them and letting them know, hey, for all of the clients that purchase a house in your community, I can sit here right here and help them close on those documents, or I can meet them at home or their job where they don't have to leave their children and help them close those documents. So you, Mr. Builder, can offer that as an incentive to close with you, close on your home. So yeah, I mean, it's doable, and you got to go get it.
Why do you think that's not talked about, right? Because like you said, it is one of those things you kind of have to sell yourself. You have to get out of there, get out there. But in most of the trainings that I've taken or whatever the case, that part isn't actually talked about a lot / enough, which is surprising to me. Most people just say, you do this, now you're, a loan signing agent and you're going to make all this money. But rarely people talk about the fact that you really have to market yourself and sell yourself, at least in more of the formal trainings.
Yeah. I mean, I do. So I don't know.
Yeah,
I do not know. And I've been told that there are trainings where people say I guess everybody is different, because I've heard some real, my personal opinion, unethical stuff that people are telling folks, you get a job from SnapDocs and you go behind that company's back and whoa. Somebody hired you and then you go behind their back to see if you could do direct work. I don't
There's
teach.
a technical term for that. It's called poaching. Don't mess with that.
Yeah,
because
exactly.
Because on the back end of it, we know, they put notes in SnapDocs to say who did that, and so it's whoa, that's not a good idea. But that's unethical. Just think about it. So I don't know. I don't do that, but I mean, when you hear me talking, I'm always talking about, hey, you got to go get it. This is one of those businesses, you eat what you kill.
Yeah.
And accuracy is important. You knowing the fundamentals of this business, the fundamentals of as far as the language and what our certificates mean, and you got to learn this industry just like you learn any new industry. So that's what I teach. That's what I send my people through, and what my channel is about. I mean, and that's just one thing. I mean, I'm like you. When I find a new side hustle, baby, I'm telling everybody.
Yeah. Yeah, put me on what you said it's called, mystery shopping, undercover shopping.
Yeah.
Put me on. I'm into it. I like shopping, like mysteries. Boom, it's for me.
Okay.
Made for
perfect. So Sean will give you my contact information.
Yeah, heck yeah.
Talk about it.
I don't speak the language. I don't know what you're talking about. I don't understand shopping.
You say you don't do shopping?
Nah, it's not my
Yeah.
His daughter buys his clothes, please. Or he buys them on Amazon.
The man fits.
Sean, stand up so we can see your tight skinny jeans. Stand up, see your skinny jeans, Sean. Come on, let us see.
No, man, I'm business up top, party at the bar. You know how they doing right now? It's COVID-19.
Right, got pajamas on.
I'm playing.
Hey, now look, you done seen me on videos. I got a nice shirt on with my pajama shorts. Don't trip. For real. So, Mike, we do have a training that me and Sean are gonna do where we're going over remote online notary stuff, going deeper into how to get those jobs on Notarize. And we're going to be talking about, just some of his tips as far as the apostille world and processing those documents, because he's had some experiences with those. So, that information will come out soon. I don't have a link for you today, but just keep coming every Sunday, and we're definitely gonna share that information with y'all. Miss Michelle said 3 new subdivisions being built near me. I wondered if it was acceptable to initiate with them.
Yes.
Girl, yeah. A big issue I'm having is a lot of signing services are asking for NNA and what type of other certifications are they? Michelle, listen. Look, let me take my glasses off. Go over there and talk to those people and let them know what you do and be nice. Let them know that you're local, you're in the area, and that you're there to work for their clients and provide a luxury service. So I don't know what you said. Let me put my glasses back on. A lot of signing services are asking for NNA and additional training. What does that mean?
Mark Wells certification, loan signing system.
Some of them are, but there are a lot of title companies that will not use people if they have gone through that.
Wait, seriously?
Yes.
I never heard. Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah.
I never heard that.
I'm living proof. I didn't go through the Mark Wills. I learned on my own. I went through NNA. Like I said, I'm all about going through the source.
Yeah.
I'm gonna speak from my experience of my own, my own research. I don't have no issue with Mark Wills and what they're doing, because it depends on your novice level when you're walking in, the front door. But he gives you extra, because I know people are currently in the class.
Yeah.
But at the same time, if you want to do your own research, you'll get the same quality education on your own, but you have to do the work. Mark Wills is sitting on a silver platter, and you're going to pay for that. And it, like I said, nothing wrong with that. It's there's a live for every pot out there. You know what I mean? But that's my opinion of it. And some of the other ones that you have to. How much work do you want to do ahead of coming in the door versus how much you want somebody else to do some work for you, and you're going to pay for that on either end. You're going to pay for
absolutely.
It. Time or pay for
regardless of who it is. Yeah. I mean, I don't knock him either. I believe he has his value in the business that he does. I'm just, there are certain companies in certain states that want things to be a certain way, and they don't like you mixing the documents and doing some of the things that he teaches, but there are other companies who want it done like that. Mm-hmm. So, you just have to ask, number one, before you start moving anybody's furniture in their house. That's what me and Mariama say. What about those docs? Before you start moving furniture, ask them, do you want me to arrange the documents in such and such order? If they say no, leave them as they are, then leave them as they are. It's always a question for the individual that has hired you. So, yeah. Absolutely. So, y'all, I ain't come to stay tonight. I don't know why. I still feel weird, man. I'm still not 100%. But I'm going to get some rest this week and try to get my health together. I need to start back working out, I think that's affecting me. It feels like, even though I don't feel all that great, it feels like if I go run, I might feel better. That sounds crazy, huh?
No.
Sweat it out.
Yeah, it feels like if I just go run and run myself into the ground, I might feel better, because right now, just this low feeling is like, man, why I feel like, ugh. So I don't know, but thank y'all so much. I'm going to have that information to y'all soon about what me and Sean are doing. And thank you, Miss Karen. How do you pronounce your name?
Corinne.
Oh man, you didn't correct me.
I was gonna correct you, but I was like, it's live. Like, let me not. Back Sean.
No, this is what we do. TJ anytime there's any mistakes, she just rolls with it. So yeah, you should have corrected me live. That's what they like, that authenticity here.
Yeah.
There's nothing polished here. Yeah. So my
Nothing
bad.
more authentic than people calling me Karen. So
Yeah.
no worries. Everybody calls me that, but yeah, Corinne.
Corinne. Okay, I love that. That's too pretty how it's spelled and
you.
everything.
Appreciate that.
So yeah, we are gonna keep in touch. You know, we might do a clubhouse or some stuff and have some things going on. We're gonna plan some stuff. It's gonna be big. It's gonna be big. It's gonna be big. So everybody, get ready. Get your money ready for the training that me and Sean got coming out. Yeah, it's gonna be nice. I'm excited.
Watch TJ's videos. Watch Corinne's videos. I almost jacked it up again. Like and subscribe and all that. Don't hit me up. I'm not trying to be on here with YouTube channel president.
Yeah, Sean to do an interview. He loves being interviewed.
No. I'm taking one for the team.
Every single time he comes on, he's taking one for the team.
Exactly.
Yeah. My team, I'm probably gonna fade it black like Jay-Z, and let y'all handle it. Let's leave this to the professionals. I'm just trying to connect and help y'all do what you do best.
Yeah, and thank you guys so much for having me, TJ. I appreciate it. If anybody has any questions, I love answering questions. Hit me up. My email's like in my YouTube channel, so feel free to ask whatever you want. I'm always down to answer.
Well, cool. So, yeah, let me come on your channel one day and chop it up with them.
Oh, yes. Absolutely. Let's do it.
Thank you, Mike. We looking forward to it. We know you're about to go get it. Hey, listen, that's what this channel is all about. If you don't, we're going to push you to go get it because there's some money in this room.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, when you see these people on this channel, there's definitely and indeed some people who are making a whole bunch of money. Miss Thomasina, I mean, Miranda, it's just Sarah, it's everybody. So I love y'all to life. I'm going to get off of here. My daughter just came in. So thank y'all so much for joining us. This is TJ with Solutions by TJ. Make sure that you like this video, subscribe to this channel. And if you have questions, reach out because I'm here for you. All right. God bless y'all and good night.
All right. Good night.